What's up, guys? Happy Friday. I thought I'd get a video out there. I think I'm going to start as the Crytek devs release these developer update videos. I think I'm just going to go with a reaction style video to post up on YouTube, just so you guys can check out not only the video, but my reaction to the video and anything they announce in it. So I think that's what we're going to do here today. So without further messing around, let's get into the video. I'm probably going to pause it to talk a little bit during the video. And, you know, this is my first time doing this kind of thing, so we'll see how it goes here. So let's get into it. It's a Hunt Showdown developer update, design goals. I like it. I like where this is headed so far. Let's get into it.
Hello, I'm Dennis Schwartz, Design Director for Hunt Showdown.
Hi, Dennis.
Today we're going to talk about our design goals for some of the subtle and substantial game mechanics changing with our August launch. We will be touching on trait changes, reducing stalemates, as well as changes to our gunplay formula.
Let's look at that real quick, just so we know what's going on. This video is only 5 minutes long, so I'll be pausing it. They move through it pretty quick, so I'll be pausing it during the video just to react to some of this stuff. So August launch, design updates, trait changes. I think we could all agree that there is some tweaking within the traits that could be done for sure. Reducing stalemates, you know, one of the banes of Hunt Showdown. People sitting outside a compound, people sitting inside a compound, talking shit to one another, and nothing happening until maybe the match timer runs out or till somebody gets a kill on somebody. So that's good. And then gunplay formula changes. Interesting. All right, let's keep going. Take it away, Dennis.
Gunplay formula.
Trait changes first.
Let us start easy. We are bringing back Witness as a regular trait for everyone to equip in a menu.
Thank God. This wasn't a super popular trait, I don't think, because it really didn't affect much, but I'm a person that likes looting people. I like looting people. I like seeing what loadouts they have. I like getting free guns if I can. So I think this is a no-brainer. I've wanted this for a while, so I'm excited about this.
For 5 upgrade points. Witness allows you to see nearby dead hunters and recently deceased monsters in Darkside. We are reorganizing the existing trait categories for a more interesting mix of traits and how players can acquire them. No longer are there only regular and burn traits. Instead, some traits will get the burn or scarce attributes, or both.
Okay. So some traits will get the burn insignia. Okay, so some traits are going to be burn, and some are going to be scarce. Okay. What does that mean, Dennis? Tell us what that means. Oh, scarce traits. Here we go.
Scarce traits can only be found in the world and cannot be equipped from the menu without.
Ah, only found in the world. That's pretty cool. Okay. That makes sense. That's why they're scarce. Got it.
Great points. Shadow and the returning Shadow Leap are both examples of...
Shadow Leap's coming back. All right. I thought Shadow Leap was fun. I mean, it was kind of... it didn't lead to much during a fight. For me, in my experience, I don't think I had it happen one time where somebody got the better of me because of Shadow Leap. But I think it's just something fun in the game, and the game needs fun stuff. And then Shadow, Shadow. I like Shadow. I need to turn a light on, guys. There we go. I like Shadow. I still like Shadow. I get excited when I get Shadow, when I kill a fatty and Shadow drops. I love it. All right. These are scarce.
Of scarce traits that are not burn traits and remain on your hunter until you're defeated or fail to extract safely. Shadow
on your hunter until you're defeated or failed to extract safely. Is that the same thing? I don't know. Anyway, okay.
Shadow Leap has been adjusted to no longer work for leaping into meatheads as a balancing node. Most of our
okay, so Shadow Leap doesn't work on meatheads anymore. That was one of the main things I liked about it. That's one of the main things I liked about it. Okay, so they took that away. All right. Keep going, Dennis.
Existing burn traits are now both burn and scarce traits, keeping them consistent with how they worked so far. Rare to find.
Okay, so the ones that are burn traits right now are going to be labeled burn and scarce. because they only last for one use, and you can only find them in the world, in the map. Okay, I'm with you so far.
Short-lived, being consumed after they fulfilled their special purpose. However, we have adjusted some of their stack sizes. For example, you can now only keep a single instance of Death Cheat on your hunter at a time, while Remedy, Relentless, and Rampage can still be held up to 3 times each.
Okay, so a lot of the burn traits right now, you can get 3 instances of them. I don't think I've ever had that. I think 2 is probably the most I've ever had, but okay. So what did they say? He said, death cheat. You can only have 1 death cheat, and then these other ones are still stackable to 3.
While Remedy, Relentless, and Rampage can still be held up to 3 times each.
Okay. Here's where the shit gets real. It's about ready to get real right now.
This leads us to our first newly modified trait, Necromancer. Necromancer is now a single-use burn trait with a stack size of 1, which costs 4 upgrade points.
4 upgrade points for Necromancer. It's a burn trait, can only be used once. It's not scarce, so you can get it from the menu, of course. And what does this say? Solo. You can revive your down hunter. Triggers a full health restoration up to revive. Okay. Okay, they're going to talk more about it, I'm sure. Let's go.
It also no longer drains your health when attempting to revive a downed teammate. What does this mean for solo hunters? Solo hunters using Necromancer...
Okay, before he gets into that, okay, it also, when you're using it, doesn't drain your health. Okay, that's pretty big. I mean, that's kind of a downside of Necro, right? Okay. Let's listen to what it entails for the solos within us. Here we go.
Receive a single restoration of all their health chunks as they get back up, but they can only attempt to get up a single time as Necromancer is now burned on use.
Only
the
one
cooldown
time.
For self-revive has been reduced slightly as a balancing step.
Okay, so solos can only use it to get up once, which is, you know, completely different than it is now. You can use it until your health bars are gone. So you can only use it once, but you get a full restoration for solo hunters. Huh. That'll be interesting to see. I mean, that will for sure stop people from deranking, I would think. Just getting up multiple times so they can become 3 stars and get good clips, I guess. I'm assuming that's why they made that change. I don't know, really. But that's interesting. Okay. Necromancer. Completely gutted and restored to something different. Okay, interesting. Stalemates. Here we go. How are we going to handle stalemates, Dennis?
Over the last year, we have introduced more ways for players to get back into the fight after being downed. These changes have had a positive impact overall, but...
I agree with that. I like the stuff they put in the events that allows you to, like, get a bar back, like, get fully restored and head back into the fight. I thought that made a lot more fights, especially at boss compounds. But what do I know?
Have also introduced many points of frustration and contributed to stalemate situations.
Okay, people hate it.
Reflected on your feedback and the available data, we're making adjustments to burning and revive mechanics to reduce stalemates and bring more decisive closure to player versus player fights. The previously mentioned adjustments to Necromancer sit at the heart of this change in direction and are complemented by a much faster burn rate to fully burn out a downed hunter. We appreciate and want to emphasize the play and counterplay of burning and choke effects. We now have choke bombs,
Okay, so they said burning is going to be faster. Okay. I know some people that won't like that. Okay.
and bolts available for players for tactical use, but we are limiting the duration of choke clowns to
lots
half
of
the
choke
previous duration.
options.
This is a deliberate,
but they're going to bring it down from 2 minutes to 1 minute. I guess I didn't know every one of those had a 2-minute choke cloud. Okay. Cutting it by 50%. Interesting.
a change to reduce the 2 minutes of just waiting out the choke cloud before making the next counter move in the fight. We are aware of the controversy surrounding everything to do with reviving, restoring, burning, choking, and generally stalling out the player versus player fights. Our core philosophy here is to provide mechanics for capitalizing on the advantage of taking down 1 or 2 members of an opposing team, but still have room for clutch counterplay and tactics to get your own team back in the fight without dragging out into overly long waiting games. As all
Okay. I I don't know what my opinion is on this one. I think we're gonna have to wait and see how this plays out in game. I I don't know. Like, one of the things that always drew me to Hunt Showdown was the finality of it during a match, right? If you were downed, it's over, or if you get burned, it's over. It's a high stakes game, right? Like, you either win or you completely lose. So it'll be interesting. I would say this will probably get tweaked at some point, if just from experience. But yeah, I mean, this one I think I'm gonna have to wait and see how it plays out and play it to form a really one side or the other type of opinion. So let's see what else Dennis has to say. I like Dennis's pin. Look at that thing. Chain pistol? That's pretty sweet. I like it. Where can I get a pin, Dennis?
always, we ask you to keep an open mind to the changes and look forward to seeing how loadouts, tactics, and fight times play out in live environment, as well as survey opinions collected as we go forward.
I like that. That's basically just what I said. Let's see how it plays out. We're going this direction, and we're open to tweaking things and changing things going forward. I like that. If there's one thing that it seems like the Hunt devs are willing to do, it's make some tweaks when it comes to these new things they come up with. Okay, weapon and gunplay changes. Okay.
Moving on to gunplay topics, we are happy to announce that the centered crosshair will be available as the default setting for new players. A lowered crosshair option remains available.
Oh, I've watched this video already, so my reaction isn't completely like, oh shit, new, but I didn't catch that the first time. Centered is going to be the default. So if you guys don't know, Hunt Showdown, one of the things that most new players coming from other FPS games to Hunt Showdown complain about is the lowered crosshair. Most shooters, the crosshair is in the center of the screen. Hunt Showdown's down. I don't know what the actual thing is. Probably, I mean, it's probably, if this is the center, oh, this is lowered. Okay. Let's see that's where lowered is.
Able for players who prefer or are more accustomed to that position. The lack of a centered crosshair has long been cited as a barrier. Will be available as the default setting.
Let's see if they show a
lowered crosshair option remains
available
for players who prefer or are more accustomed to that position. The lack of a centered crosshair has long been cited as a barrier to entry for players.
They're centered, so that's significantly higher. So it's just kind of a muscle memory thing. A lot of people that come from other FPSs are like, why does this game have the crosshair not in the center when everything else in the world does? It didn't affect me much when I went from like a Call of Duty to Hunt Showdown. But I don't know. I'm willing to try it to see what it's like, to see if I like it better. But I think this is talking about growing the game. This is going to... People that try Hunt Showdown once and realize this, basically put the game down and like, I don't like the lowered crosshair. It's stupid. So I think this could really be... a thing that grows the game for sure. Okay.
The first-person shooters into Hunt, and with
Big
the
change.
August launch, it will now be available for them to consider trying Hunt.
There you go.
As well as to more effectively onboard players joining us for the first time.
Uh-oh. Bullet drop. Okay. Everybody hold on to your ass.
We are applying a subtle drop to projectiles at longer distances based on ammo types and weapon characteristics, such as action type and barrel lengths. At extreme ranges, players will now require a bit more skill, judgment, and timing to land those perfect shots. While it becomes harder to hit the targeted range, we are also ensuring that any headshot will always be lethal at every range, making...
All right. Translation time. They're adding bullet drop to the game. All right. So... in the Hunt Showdown, we know right now there's no bullet drop. You can, no matter what distance you shoot at, the bullet never drops. It just keeps going straight. Now, what they did to compensate for that was do effective ranges. So on every weapon, there's an effective range to where if you shoot an enemy in the head at that effective range or closer, you're going to kill the enemy. Anything beyond that, you have what's called a soft headshot, where it gives you a sound and lets you know you shot the player in the head, but it doesn't kill them automatically. With this, they're going to add drop to the bullet after a certain amount of distance. But if you do connect on a headshot at any distance, it's going to kill the player. So it's going to be difficult. Those long-range shots are going to be difficult. It seems to me like they're trying to put some rails on long-distance engagements. That's what it sounds like to me. You can still get a headshot if you connect with it, but it's going to be harder to get that headshot. You're just not going to be able to put a crosshair on a head and make the shot at distance or past the distance because the bullet's going to drop. Interesting.
Those kills even more rewarding. This notable change greatly mixes up weapon balance and the established meta, and we cannot be more excited for you to try all this out yourselves in August. While we expect speculation or opinions to run rampant with this news, can be assured.
That's another one where we're just going to have to see. I mean, that's a big change. That's a huge change. That changes at least outside of that range. What was that range? They showed a couple weapons there. Let's go back and look at that real quick. So, okay, drop. Okay. Past this range, meters, the weapon's projectile will begin to drop, requiring aim adjustments to compensate. For most weapons, you can still hit headshots reliably for another 20 to 50 meters. Trajectory beyond this range varies based on velocity and gravity. So are they saying that whatever the drop range is, you can still reliably hit for 20 to 50 meters past that? Or are they saying most things within 25 to 50 meters you can hit, you're going to get a headshot where you aim it? The faster the bullet moving, the less it will drop. Okay, so that's important to know. The fastest bullets we have is Spitzer, so I'm assuming Spitzer will not drop. Compact ammo weighs the least and the most flattest curve, while long ammo... Okay, well, that's a little bit... So there's a little bit different... Yeah, if you have Spitzer, it's a faster moving bullet, but it's also long ammo, and it weighs the most, so it will drop more rapidly. Interesting. Faster custom ammo like Spitzer will drop less. Okay, yeah, well, that's basically what we're saying. Okay, so here, let's see. Let's play this a little bit.
Distances based.
So right there, conversion pistol. That's the Caldwell conversion. Drop range of 15 meters. So after 15 meters, the bullet's going to drop. But it's compact, so it won't drop as much as, say, a medium. That's interesting.
And ammo types and weapon.
Okay, there's PAX. PAX is 10. So the PAX is, because it's medium ammo. So the PAX starts dropping soon at 10 meters. That's not very far. I mean, that's for sure going to the people that say getting a headshot at 50 meters with a pistol isn't realistic. That's definitely going to make it more realistic, for sure. Okay. They show this Winfield.
Characteristics such as action.
Winfield, drop range 50 meters. Okay, 50 meters for the Winfield.
Type and barrel lengths. At extreme ranges.
Damn, and the Springy's 85. Holy shit, okay. I'm interested to see what the uppercut is. I think I saw it before. I think it's 15.
Those perfect shots.
15 for the uppercut. So is that more than the Caldwell? Oh, it's the same. Same. Okay. All right. Well, there's some examples of what some drops are. That's interesting. This is going to be a big change.
To hit the targeted range, we are also ensuring that any headshot will always be lethal. This notable change greatly mixes up weapon balance and the established meta, and we cannot be more excited for you to try all this out yourselves in August. While we expect speculation or opinions to run rampant with this news, can be assured.
You mean Reddit's and the Discord is gonna be on fire with opinions? No, Hunt Showdown people don't have opinions. No.
Sentiment, data, and surveys will as always be the key measures we look at when considering the best course of action. We will be back soon with more topics around our big August launch. Follow our social channels for new videos and updates. See you soon.
There we go. There's the newest update video. They're releasing these every Thursday, so that was an interesting one. Lots of changes. I think there's some in there that are slam dunks. Witness, I think, is a slam dunk. I think there are some in there we're just going to have to wait and see how they pan out, how it feels in game, and how it affects gameplay, how it affects everything in the game. That's crazy. No, I really like these videos. I think they've been doing a really good job with these videos, and look forward to seeing more up until the August update. Guys, I think that's all I have. If you have opinions on anything I said or anything you saw in the video, make sure to drop it in the comments. Make sure to leave a like. Also, make sure to check us out. We stream every week on twitch.tv/TripleW, 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Come over to the stream, check out some gameplay, discuss some Hunt Showdown-y type things. And until next time, happy hunting.